excuse me, miss. How you doing? My name is Devon. I'm a local artist. I love your look. I would love to draw your portrait.
Oh.
If you have time.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. What's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
I'm Violetta. One of my biggest dreams at this moment is to host my own television network show where I mix culture and I interview some of the greatest minds on how they have overcome certain obstacles in their lives to inspire and motivate people to do the same.
Cool. How long have you been wanting to do that?
For about 3 to 4 years now. I actually was a television host and actress most of my life, and then I changed careers to coach people in their awakening process. There's a part of me that still wants to publicly come out and interview people with how their lives have been unfolding.
Wow, that's so cool. So you coach people?
I mix different modalities such as astrology, and I help people activate their intuition so that they can really connect themselves to their soul and their purpose, their dharma, and really live life from an authentic place.
So what's the process like when you're coaching people?
For the most part, the first thing they do with me is they give me their date of birth, their time of birth, and I look into their chart, their natal chart, which is what you grow into.
Yeah.
And what you evolve over time. And also I look at the number that you're born because numbers have frequency, they have energy. And I combine these two elements and give them an understanding and analysis of how their minds work, how their energy works, and how to overcome their obstacles using that as a framework.
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
April 8th, 1996. Yeah.
So you are an Aries and you're number 8. So 8 is Saturn. You really like to work hard. 8 is
Let's
you
go.
have a little bit of a rough upbringing in the beginning of your life.
Definitely.
And life gets better as you get older.
Good.
Why? Because Saturn is time and it's hard work and it's discipline. So the more that you actually overcome obstacles, you grow into a solid person and material possessions become important to you, but it's a byproduct of your work and your dedication to your mission, which makes sense with what you're doing. Oh, and the Aries part, hold on, there's more. The Aries part in you wants to lead, almost have a mission where you're leading in new territories. And you're very creative. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it's visionary. It's ruled by the eyes.
I feel so special now. I'm a visionary. Let's go.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in New York.
Which part?
In Queens.
Queens?
Queens, New York, yes.
I'm from the Bronx, so I'm a New Yorker too.
Oh, you're my neighbor. You're
Yeah.
right there. Actually, I think that's probably why I love to look at different cultures and blend all of them into one. Because in Queens and New York, we experience the flavor of everybody. It opened my mind to travel a lot too and experience these different cultures.
I love traveling too.
Yeah?
I'm going to Colombia next week. I can't wait.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be interviewing people, drawing people, doing watercolor paintings to sell prints.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, can't wait.
What are you looking forward to in Colombia?
Just everything. I don't know how to dance, but maybe I'll learn there. Who is one of the most influential people in your life?
It's my mom. She has such resilience. She grew up in Russia and she was a dentist. She had to immigrate here when the Soviet Union collapsed. And I watched her growing up, how she was very resilient, and she worked with my dad in creating a life for us here in America, which really instilled these values in me. So oftentimes when I don't know what to do, I think, what would my mom do? And then everything just fits into place.
Shout out to your mom. What's her name?
Tamara.
Tamara. If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self advice, what would you tell her?
To let things go a lot more.
Yeah.
To not push or force to make things happen. When I was 18, I had such big ambitions to do so many things. I would push myself and I would overwork and I would put every ounce of my sweat to make things happen. But sometimes when you surrender, when you let things go and you allow them to flow, they actually come in a lot quicker. So to my 18-year-old self, I would say, let things be, let things go, and let things happen after you put in the action.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
I think people really need to remember to listen to their heart. When we listen to our heart, the heart's intelligence, the electromagnetic field, we get into alignment. There's an alignment process. And I think with so much division happening right now, the divide and the conquering, we forget what our voice really is. Like, what is our truth? What do I want? What do I feel I need?
All right, Violetta, so thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Oh my God. You captured my essence.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh wow,
Glad
this
you
is
like
beautiful. Thank you.
Also, I got you another gift. So this is a book I just came out with. It's called Portraits of the Underground.
Wow.
So it's basically a collection of drawings that I did on the subway of strangers.
Oh, that's
on like on the
beautiful.
6th train. So I learned how to draw on the 6 train in the Bronx, just drawing random people.
Nice.
So this is just like all the train stations where I started drawing these people. Here you go.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
It was nice
I
meeting
really
you.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Keep smiling. Oh my God, no way. Victoria Justice, how you doing? My name is Devon.
Hi,
I'm a local artist.
Nice to meet you.
Can I draw your portrait today?
I would be honored.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do
Amazing.
it.
So, what's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
I'm Victoria Justice, and one of my biggest dreams in life, I think, is just to make art that I'm passionate about and that feels truthful to me and that hopefully moves and inspires people or makes people feel something. And also to be a mom one day.
What age do you want to be a mom?
That's a good question. I don't really know what age it's gonna happen. That's just something I'd like to do at some point in my life.
Yeah, well, those are both my dreams too, so.
Really? Oh, I love that.
Yeah, well, to be a dad.
Yeah.
Well, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Hollywood, Florida.
How was that? Did you enjoy it?
It was good. Yeah, I had a great childhood. I grew up by the ocean, and it was beautiful. And then, you know, I guess you could say I went from Hollywood to Hollywood.
Yeah, the other Hollywood.
Yeah, I went to the other Hollywood when I was 10, 11. Yeah, it was amazing growing up in Florida. It's very humid there. I would see like manatees in the lake that I lived by. It was
That's
a very
so cool. I've never seen a manatee in my life. I grew up in the Bronx.
Yeah, no,
We don't have that.
Yeah. In the Bronx.
So how did you get started in entertainment?
Probably around 8 years old, and I was watching TV one day, and I saw a kid on a commercial that was my age.
Yeah.
And I started screaming for my mom to come into the room with me, and she thought that something was wrong. And she was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Do you see that kid?" And the commercial was just ending, and she was like, "Yeah, why?" And I was like, how do I do that? I think I can do that. And we didn't really have any ties to the industry or anything, but I started off doing child modeling and commercials. My first audition was for Ovaltine, and I ended up getting it. And I guess, you know, the rest is history.
What about singing? When did you start singing?
I've kind of been singing for fun all my life. I had an uncle that was in like a doo-wop group back in the day. And so at like family functions, I would sing Motown songs with him. But I think I really started properly learning how to use my voice when I was like 11 or 12, and I went to a performing arts middle school in LA. Kind of similar to Victorious. It's kind of what it was based off of in a way.
Love your new single, Down. What was the inspiration behind that song?
So I wrote Down in Baja, Mexico with Toby Gad, who's an amazing songwriter. He did Big Girls Don't Cry with Fergie and All of Me by John Legend. He's iconic. And Will J, another great writer. And we had this amazing view of the ocean. And Toby actually was the one that had the idea to call the song Down, because he would say whenever he would ask me to do something, I'd always be like, yeah, I'm down. Like, sure, I'm down. So he was like, let's make like a dancey song and call it Down. And I was like, absolutely, I'm down. I was dating someone at the time, and so I was just inspired by sexy, flirtatious feelings of being really attracted to someone and into someone, and, you know, not knowing where that could lead and just having fun with that concept.
Who are some of your biggest influences in life?
I mean, I would definitely say my mom. And I don't think I would be the person that I am today or where I am in my career if it wasn't for her. I think she's always been my #1 fan and champion. I also hope to be like half of the mom to my kids that she has been to me and my sister, because she really is like, she's a superhero.
Do you think she knew you were going to be like successful and famous?
No, not at all. I mean, like I said, no one else in my family was in the industry. My mom herself is like a movie buff. Like, she knows all kinds of film, and from a young age was always introducing me to all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And film and music. But she was supportive and wanted to help encourage me to follow my dreams. But I don't think she ever thought that, like, whoever thinks that you're gonna get your own show like on Nickelodeon, it's like winning the lottery.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
That show was iconic.
Thanks.
No, of course.
But I feel lucky that I have parents that were so supportive, and a mom that was like, I'll take a bet on my kid. Like, we'll go out to LA for a summer. Like, it's very rare. So very lucky for that.
What's one lesson that you learned in the industry that you wish you knew before?
You can't wait for things to come to you.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, if you want to make something happen, sometimes you have to go out there and make it happen yourself.
So are there any artists that you want to collaborate with in the future?
One of my favorite artists right now is Ray. Her album, My 21st Century Blues, I love it from top to bottom, and her lyrics are honest and they're just masterful. I mean, she's just like a true artist and an amazing vocalist. And so I think I'm really inspired by people like her. Sarah Bareilles has also always been one of my favorite singer-songwriters. I love a good singer-songwriter. That's kind of like what I look up to, yeah.
When you're not working, what are some of your hobbies?
I'm a really active person, so I love to work out. I do hot yoga with my sister, and like we'll go on hikes and just any kind of physical activity I love. I'm also a big movie buff, so I love going to the movies. Love doing movie nights at home or watching like reality TV with my family and friends.
What's your favorite show right now?
My sister's trying to get me into Love Island.
You mean to be on the show?
To be on, wait, what? No, I would never want to be on it. Dear God, no.
Oh, I thought you meant your sister's trying to get you on Love Island.
No.
Just to watch? Oh, okay.
No, but just to watch. It's fun to watch. Yeah.
That's funny. What message do you think the world should hear right now?
Be present with your loved ones. I feel like we live in a time where technology is so prevalent, which is amazing in so many ways, but I think it also sometimes takes away from connecting with the people that you love and that are actually right in front of you.
That's so
and
true.
I think sometimes it's important to like put your phone down and spend that quality time with your mom or your sibling or your friend or whoever, because tomorrow is never promised, and you know, you don't know if you're ever going to get those moments back.
Yeah, that's so true. I think about that all the time.
Yeah, you know? It's like the phone can wait.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
This interaction with someone that I love might not ever happen again.
All right, Victoria, so thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Wow, this is actually really good. I feel like this actually looks like me.
Thank you. It was so nice meeting you.
It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. All right.
Time.
All right, have a good one. Take care.
You too.
Keep smiling. Excuse me, sir. Sir, how you doing?
What's up, my man? I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you. Can I draw you?
Of course,
I love
man.
your beard. Oh, let's do it. Okay,
Let's
cool. So what's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
My name is Ben. Might sound a cliche. My biggest dream is to be able to financially support my family and doing what I love.
Wow.
Cooking, baking.
Cooking?
Yeah,
Baking?
being around food.
Wow. What are your favorite things to cook?
Pita bread. I feel that pita bread in America are not that good as I used to.
really?
And making your own, it's always the best thing you can do.
I love this beard, by the way.
Sometimes people look at me and they're like, how long have you been growing it? And I'm like, a couple of months. They're like, a couple of months from nothing. I'm like, I'm maintaining it, trimming it every now and then. I had a couple of pimples when I grew up as a teenager, so I started growing my beard to cover it, and since then, it's became my thing.
I wish I could grow a beard. I can't. I don't know why. Maybe when I'm older.
Everyone wants whatever they don't have,
I know,
I want
that's
to
true.
have hair like you. I never had such a strong hair since I was born,
Yeah, I'm drawing your beard right now. It's so much detail, but it's coming out cool. So where'd you grow up?
My parents studied in Italy, so I actually was born in Italy. I lived there for a couple of years.
Oh,
and
nice.
then we moved back to Israel. I lived there most of my life and then traveled around the world. I came to the US. I worked in a dairy farm for a couple of months. It was a great experience. From there, traveled to India, Vietnam, Thailand, Turkey, came back to Israel, and I live here for the last couple of years.
Sounds like such a fun life.
Trying to travel
You
all
do
around.
so much.
Yeah, travel trying to just live everywhere I can. Yeah,
That's so cool.
I think that it's a gift we have, that we can travel so many places around the world and be exposed to cultures and food and languages and everything, and it's amazing.
Definitely.
And I wish that all my life I will be able to travel as much as I can.
Going to Colombia next week, so I'm excited. You ever been there?
Epic. No, I never been.
Where else should I go? I'm trying to figure out places to travel in the world.
For me, Thailand is one of the best places I ever traveled to. Yeah, I looking forward traveling back again. Living in the States, it's like not as easy to travel to places. It takes so long to to plan and to the travel needs to be for at least 2 weeks, couple of weeks. Thailand is beautiful, food is amazing, people are so welcoming, and it's definitely the place to be on a vacation, to enjoy life.
Because I travel around the world and I get to interview people and draw them.
What's your favorite place?
Japan, Tokyo, so far, but so then I travel around and then I do paintings of little scenes that inspire me, and then I sell prints of them, and they always sell out in less than an hour.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course, I can imagine. Now we are planning to travel, my wife and my kid, to Thailand. It's take about 19 hours, I think.
You gotta take sleeping pills or something,
Especially for my baby,
Your baby?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a kid?
I have a baby girl.
How is it being a father? Did it change you?
It was always my dream, to be honest. I'm obsessed being her father.
Wow.
I don't know how to explain it. It's bringing me so much joy.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I live for it. I live the dream.
Who's one of the most influential people in your life?
First of all, might be my dad, the most influential person on me. We have a great relationship, and he supports me in everything I do and always backing me, and amazing. I mean, most of my family, I'm a very family-oriented guy, and
Yeah.
My family influenced me and support me a lot, and I'm super grateful for it. Other than that, people in my industry, in the food industry. So renowned bakers. No, I think honestly, Eyal Shani is the chef that I learned everything I know about cooking from. I worked for him for a couple of years back in Tel Aviv. When I worked for him, he had only 2 restaurants. Now he has like over 50 all over the world. A couple here in New York City, really beautiful food. He has beautiful agenda about like food, ingredients, sustainability, and yeah, all his philosophy about food is very fascinating for me.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
Yeah, I have a message to share. I don't want to go like that much in details about it, but like as a quote, like don't be that judgmental.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the biggest thing that I can share. Just accept people as they are, and most of the time you really don't know what is inside anyone's life, brain, heart, and to judge them just on like the surface, it's very shallow in my opinion, and there is so much more to it. So I was born in like a very specific life, in a very specific situation, but there is so much more to it that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I accept the knowing that I don't know, and you know, being in the part of the research. It's
So thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Oh my God, man, look at the details in the beard.
Yeah, I love the beard, man. I got you another gift too. So this is the book. You know, I started my career drawing people on the subway, so I made this book, Portraits of the Underground. So this is just a bunch of strangers I drew.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I watched probably half of these videos.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Here you go.
My man, that's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Thank you, man.
What an experience. Thank you, my man.
Keep smiling.